Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy BJ here, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today about something that popped into my head while I was in the shower. I just wanted to share, my genuine, just straightforward, honest to God truth thoughts on this, and my opinion and my stance on it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, guys, so I'm sure that you know people who have asked this question, or maybe you've asked this question yourself. Is there a God? Does God really exist? Like, is there really a God? Is there a God out there who sits on a throne that, has a long white beard and wears a crown and has a trident that's ready to strike you down with a bolt of lightning anytime you commit a sin or do something wrong or say something wrong? There's one of two ways you can answer this question. You can say, well, yes, there is a God. Or you can say, no, there is no God. Most people's viewpoint of God is wrong. Now, you heard me say, is God a God who sits on a throne with a long white beard and a trident waiting to strike you down? And that's how most people view God. They view God as someone who's looking to punish you whenever you do something wrong. And that's not who God is. I, for one, want to say to you that yes, God is real and he does exist and he's alive. The beautiful thing about God is that you don't have to look outside of yourself to find God. God lives on the inside of you. Now, I'm not making this video to challenge any atheists or to challenge anybody that, doesn't believe. I'm just making this video out of love and out of sincerity to share my thoughts and input on it. And you can take this and apply it to your own life, or maybe you can look at things and maybe see things from a different perspective. Or you can put your comments below on what your thoughts are. This video might cause some controversy, but you know what? I just have to be obedient to what I'm feeling in my heart and my soul. There are people who say, well, there is no God because look at all the terrible things that happen in the world. Look at all the trouble that's happening. Look at this pandemic that we're in. Look at everything that we're going through. But the thing I want you to know is that even when these things are going on, that doesn't mean that God is not present. God is always here. Just because you have God in your life doesn't mean that you'll be free from trouble. It's not realistic. We are all spirits having a human experience. That means that we're going to go through some troubling times sometimes. We're going to have happy times. We're going to have loving times. We're going to have great times. There's going to be some not so great times. That's life. It's all a human experience. And even in biblical times, there are people that went through tough, hard times, probably harder than what we could ever imagine back in those times. And many of them love God. But you know what? One thing that has been proven true is that the trouble didn't last always. There was always a greater blessing at the end. There was always a greater miracle that took place. Sometimes we have to go through these things to make us stronger and build character, so that sometimes you can bless someone else with your testimony that might go through the same thing that you once went through. It's not all about you. We think it's all about us, but sometimes it's not all about us. God is a part of you. God is in you. God breathed his very life into you. That means you have God's spiritual DNA on the inside of you. We couldn't exist without God. When people say, how do you prove that God is real? You can't prove it because you can't see him. We breathe oxygen every single day to live, but you can't see oxygen. You can't see oxygen. But we need oxygen to live. If we didn't have oxygen, we would die. But because of the oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. And we breathe in oxygen. But we can't see either or. But they both exist. It's like God and Satan. They both exist. You just can't see them like say, oh, that's God, that's Satan. But there are signs. You can see God through people. You can see Satan through people too. You can see different acts of kindness and of love. You can see different acts of generosity, of joy and happiness. You can feel feelings of excitement and see visions and dreams and things you want to accomplish. Those are all signs that God is with you and he's real. And he's showing you things through people, through individuals, through signs. Here's my question to you. Who do you give your attention to most? What do you focus on most? Do you focus on what's going wrong with your life, or do you focus on the things that are going right? God is real. He loves you. He cares about you. He wants to have a relationship with you. You just have to open yourself up to receiving his love. And I can tell you this without a shadow of a doubt, the moment you do this, your whole entire life will change for the better. Thank you guys for watching this video. I wanted to keep it short. God is very real. He's an amazing, amazing, awesome God. He's a loving Father, and he loves every single one of us. I don't care what you've done in your life. I don't care what you said. I don't care if you feel like the lowest piece of scum on this earth. God still wants you. He still loves you, and he still cares about you. And I just need somebody to hear that today. So I'm praying for you. I love you. You're always in my prayers, and I want nothing but the best for all of you. I'm thankful to have you guys that watch this video. If you have, drop me a thumbs up so I know that you watched this video, that you received it. Drop a comment down below of where you're watching from, or what your thoughts are, any comments you have. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and just hit the bell icon. That way you can be notified whenever I do upload new content. Other than that, I love you guys. God bless you abundantly and prosperously, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.